It's just a dream, yeah. You know, it's something I always wanted, but never thought that I'd get there anytime soon.
Under the circumstances, would you have been able to afford a home as we see it today?
No. It would be unjust for me to say that, yes, I would. No, I wouldn't have.
The city of Buffalo has 4 once vacant homes restored to the tax rolls, and a dream come true for 4 families who otherwise could never own a home. Making it possible is an ecumenical Christian housing ministry called Habitat for Humanity, active in more than 200 cities in the United States as well as in 20 foreign countries. Locally, Mrs. Margaret Talboys heads up the volunteer organization.
Well, we look for houses that can be redone, all right? And we get them through either outright purchase, but at a reasonable price. This particular house at 56, we were fortunate to have donated to us just for back taxes. We get funding from individuals, from churches, from corporations, from foundations. We have had that mix in our money base, and in the first year of operation, we raised $40,000 in that way.
Where do you get your clients and how do they qualify?
The clients come to us by means of applications, and the applications are in various social service agencies across the city and into the suburbs. And they, in order to qualify, have to be low income. They are required, in addition to making mortgage payments every month, to put 500 hours of sweat equity in on the house, even as we as volunteers are working on it, so that a partnership is formed. It's not a giveaway program, it's a partnership with this family.
I'd like to know more about the mortgage payments, the arrangements made.
The mortgage arrangements are such that Habitat holds the mortgage for a 20-year period and makes no profit and charges no interest, so that what the cost of the house is what the people are repaying back into the Habitat Fund. And as they repay, then money becomes available for other people's houses.
Ida Mae Thomas and her 2 children have a lovely home at 56 Southampton. She spent many hours along with scores of volunteers who put in 4,000 hours of labor for 2 years to make it livable once again.
I helped with the drywall, the painting, and putting in the carpet, everything.
Bet you never thought you could do that, huh?
No, I learned a lot too. Now I know it helps you too in maintaining the property if something comes up now from being able to.
Is this a house now you can afford?
Yes, very much affordable. As a matter of fact, it's less than half of what I was paying for rent.
And a few blocks away at 350 Grant Street, Edwin Pratt's, his wife and 3 children, spent hundreds of hours helping to renovate their new home in what seemed to be an impossible task.
Oh, when we first saw this house, it looked like an old warehouse. It didn't look like a house at all. The walls were non-existent. Electrical and plumbing and everything else, laths pulled out. It was just coming into a big, empty, big, dirty place, and we just worked continuously. We were told that we had to have, as part of our sweat equity, 500 hours of our own work involved in the house. And the day of the dedication of the house, we were surprised because they told us that we had reached the mark of 712.
Tell me about the volunteers, where they come from, what they do.
The volunteers, again, come from across the city and into the suburbs from a variety of churches primarily, but also from some civic groups, such as the Yes Youth Engaged in Service of Amherst group that has come down probably a half a dozen times to help us. We have found that we appeal primarily, but not exclusively, to youth groups and to retired people. That's what seems to be clicking here in Buffalo.
Arthur Pelnat, retired owner of a typewriter repair service, has worked on all 4 of the properties purchased by Habitat. We caught up with him at 25 Arkansas Street.
When we acquired the house, what had happened is that water had gotten into the upper floors and had come through all the ceilings and all the walls, and there was actually mushrooms growing in the back of the house when we got it here. And so we had to tear out all the walls and most of the floors. We've got to put all new wallboard in it. It'll be completely rewired. There's some plumbing to be done. When it gets done, we've gotten some countertops here we have given to us, and so it'll be a modern kitchen and a 4-bedroom house.
These young people from the Amherst Yes Volunteer Program could have been at the beach during the 90-degree temperatures, but opted to help out at 79 Bissell.
Well, it's kind of exciting, number one. Most of the young people that do from our program are females, and they're not allowed to do things at home, at least from what I can see. And they're given a chance to learn something. And most of them, they all sign up because they know that it's for low-income people, and that's the reason why they do it.
You get no pay? You do this for nothing? You're volunteering?
Right. It's fun. I do it with friends, you know.
Well, you could be making a few dollars an hour at McDonald's instead, right?
No, I'd rather do this.
Somebody's going to live here, and nobody could live here before we're actually making use out of something that might have been wasted.
And you're helping making it possible, aren't you?
Yeah. We don't limit ourselves to just hammer and nail people, but we have a variety of people and a variety of needs that can be so helpful in this ministry. Our phone number, 741-3079, is the number that accesses you to whatever you're interested in.
They've been great. The organization has been wonderful. They've worked with me, you know, along with all my other problems, as well as, you know, the housing here. You know, I was having a problem with getting a sitter. So someone from Habitat took the kids on a weekend and watched them so I can come over here and do volunteer work.
I think that if everybody saw this, if everybody that had an hour or two of their time, 3-4 hours of their time in the week got involved in housing, I would say that the problem of housing in the entire United States would be solved.